This one went about as expected. Hawks lose 5-2 to the Florida Panthers at home. And yeah, I mean, who thought we were going to win this game? This was a game that was just played and just to be played. Like that's all that this was. This wasn't real. No one was going into this game thinking it was going to be a contest. But the Hawks did make it a contest. Let's talk about the game, shall we? The majority of the first period was pretty lackluster, but with about 3.5 minutes to go in the period, Essa Lindell has it behind the Hawks net, clears it back down to Marchment at the point, who then passes it to Reinhardt, who fires a cross-ice pass to the stick of Aaron Ekblad, who then one-times it right past Marc-Andre Fleury. When talking about Marc-Andre Fleury in this game, he did not have a good game. This was the goal that I will blame him the least on. This was just a good setup, and you'll see why later. Another really frustrating thing about this period, the Hawks defense actually played pretty well. Florida shot the puck like 3 times in the entire period. That's pretty impressive, is considering that the Panthers are like one of the best teams in the league, at least in the standings. The problem is, yeah, you did a good job only letting up a couple, like 3 shots, but one of those went in the back of your net, and that's not okay. With about 30 seconds to go, Panthers try to clear the zone. They fail to do so, and the puck just kind of goes back down the boards the other way. And guess who has the puck? Patrick Kane. Kane, like, I don't know how he's able to put this in, but Patrick Kane literally shot this puck from beyond the goal line. You know that red line that goes across the goal line? Literally was behind it. So technically he was shooting it from behind the net. And I don't know how he puts it in, but it goes in. I just don't know. I mean, right after he scores, you can even see Sergei Bobrovsky looking, just trying to see how in the world that went in. There must have been some tiny gap that Patrick Kane was just able to fit the puck through. I don't know how. I don't know why, but it happened. And the Hawks tied the game going in intermission. Now, as we get about 7.5 minutes through the second period, Marc-Andre Fleury, this is probably the softest goal I've seen him let up this season. I just can't comprehend how you let that in. It was literally just a cupcake shot from literally almost the blue line from Brandon Montour, and he hits it off the post and in. Like, I don't know what Marc-Andre Fleury was thinking on that shot. And it beats him, and just like that, Florida's back in front. And this is exactly not the team to let those goals in on. Not the team. And they did anyways. That was just a bad goal let up by Fleury. I don't really know how you blame the defense on that one. It's like, how do you defend a shot that's really taken from almost the blue line as he's got other players with him? It almost feels like he just decided to shoot it just for the heck of it, to try and set up a play, have it go off the board, but it ended up just going in the net. And so there would be no more scoring in the second period. We go to the third period, and literally not even a minute into the period, a scuffle in the Hawk zone. Jake McCabe and Connor Murphy cannot get this puck. And Connor Murphy's just like sitting there. I don't even know what he's doing. It's like this was such a lazy effort there. McCabe at least tried to get up after, I think it was Carter Verhaeghe who took the puck out from the scrum. But Connor Murphy was just stuck with the defender. It was stuck with the Panthers player and just decided to not move. And, you know, that puts Verhaeghe to give it to Weegar, who then shoots, and it just squirts through Marc-Andre Fleury, and it goes in the back of the net. And that's one you just can't let up. Again, it's similar to how they scored the first goal, but Fleury was somewhat there this time. Look, man, that was just a bad goal. And Fleury let up another bad goal with about 11 minutes to go in the game. Thankfully, that one would be called off due to offsides. But dude, that one was just bad. Anthony Duclair just sniped that on him. I don't get it. I don't get why he let that one up. Thankfully, the coach's challenge went successfully and the goal didn't count, but I mean, what are you doing? And then the Hawks went on the power play a few minutes after that. And towards the end of the power play, DeBrincat, literally 5 seconds to go on the power play, DeBrincat tries to get a touch-in pass to Dylan Strome. He whiffs on it. It goes to basically no one. And Caleb Jones skates over there to pick up the puck and just kind of throws it on net with 1 second to go on the power play. And it goes in the net as Sergei Bobrovsky doesn't get the blocker down, so it doesn't completely bypass him. He gets a piece of it, but it slowly goes past the line and into the net. That's Caleb Jones' second goal of the season, the only other one coming against the Washington Capitals in overtime. So that's his second goal of the year, and it's a one-goal game. This would not count as a power play goal. It would be an even strength goal for Caleb Jones. And Dylan Strome just fanned on this, but it was going in anyways. So Dylan Strome almost got that goal tally, but it goes to Caleb Jones, and it's a one-goal game. So the game goes from potentially down 3 goals to only a one-goal game in the span of about 5 minutes. But see, the thing is, the Hawks couldn't get that second goal to tie the game. Panthers would not only put in one empty netter, they put in a second empty netter. I don't know how many times this happened this season at this point where the game's relatively close, a one-goal game. And it's always 3-2 specifically. And then 2 empty net goals or an empty net goal and just another goal that they just scored at the end of the game. They've done it several times. That's plenty of goals that you just let up at the end of the game, and that just hurts your goal differential. That hurts everything. It's happened to the Flames, I think, twice now against them. I don't know why that keeps happening. It's really upsetting. Because this game was not a 3-goal loss. It was a 1-goal, 2-goal loss. It was not 3 goals. It shouldn't have been 3 goals, but the team couldn't stop anything, and they scored 2 empty net goals. So the Hawks end up letting up 5 goals in this game, 2 of which were not Marc-Andre Fleury's fault. Sucks to suck, bud. I mean, where's the positives? I mean, yeah, they tried to come back, but again, they couldn't. That's the thing. It's they'll go down 2, they'll score 1 goal, but they can't get the second one. That's the struggle. Unless it's early in the game, the Hawks might be able to get the second one, but they can't. If they go down 2 in the third, you can kiss the game goodbye, because I don't know if they've even come back from 2 in the third once to even force overtime this season. If this team goes down in a game, they can't win. They cannot play trailing. So this concludes the string of 6 rescheduled games from earlier in the year after they were canceled. And we're back to normal scheduling from the beginning of the year with another home game against the Devils. So now the actual 3-game homestand that was planned to happen will begin, and it starts against the Devils. Man, if we cannot get this win, I don't know, man. Because they've started 0-2-1 on this 6-game homestand. And then they get St. Louis and Edmonton to end the homestand. That last game against Edmonton being the Nicholas Jarmelson Legacy Night. So they'll honor the legacy of Nicholas Jarmelson. Man, was he a special player on the defensive side of the puck when the team was actually good. Man, do I miss players like Jarmelson and Seabrook and Keith, while he is aging. I still miss his prime days because you know what? Those were 3 great defenders, and that was enough really to hold down the fort because, man, we are struggling on the defensive front. We would love a player like Nicholas Jarmelson right now. So all we can do is just hope that the team can do something in this homestand. That's all I got to say. That's going to do it. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button for more reactions. And I'll see you guys next time.